Well, today we're taking a break from the shop and we're out at the beautiful Kehoe Lake in southern Alberta. The weather on this December day ended up being beautifully and above the negative, so why not take the perfect opportunity to challenge myself to complete some work on my 1993 Volvo 240 wagon out here in the wild. If you saw the previous video, the first time I tried to complete this task didn't go as planned. But if it doesn't go right the first time, drive out somewhere beautiful and try again. So as long as I can avoid dropping any bolts or small parts in the snow, I think we've got this under control. I have about an hour and a half until the sun sets. It'll progressively get colder as it does so, but we're sitting at a nice positive 7 degrees Celsius. If you watched the last video where things didn't go right to plan, then you know what we're doing today is replacing all 4 accessory belts on this Volvo 240 engine. This is the B230F, a famous, well-known and proven Redblock engine. Now, without any further ado, let's dive into this project and see if we can make it happen out here in the elements, or maybe if I fail and we get stranded out here. The first thing that I'll start with here is removing the radiator cooling fan and the fan shroud. This will free up a lot of the space we need. I don't have any deep sockets, so I'm starting these bolts off with wrench. And I'll keep the hardware in safe locations. Now that the fan shroud is released, to actually get it out of here, I'll have to remove the cooling fan. And I just really hope not to drop any of these important bolts. The first fan nut out safely. Just a few more to go. There's the second. Third, fourth and final engine fan bolt. I meant nut. Frisbee out, and now out comes the fan shroud with it. And just like that, our working space is really opening up. And now just to remove a portion of the airbox. Pardon. So we've got a lot of space in this engine bay freed up now, and we can finally start loosening all the tensioners and removing all of these belts in hopes to replace them with some brand new fresh ones. So first, we will remove these 2 belts. This is the power steering belt that goes down to the AC compressor, and then this is the AC compressor to the engine crank, and then this is the alternator water pump fan belt, which is doubled up with 2 belts sharing that load. This might be general practice in designing all cars, but I like the way they designed this Volvo in the fact that you have the non-essentials here, your AC and your power steering. So if any of these belts break or there's any issues here, it won't compromise your water pump and your alternator that actually keeps the car running and driving, because you can do without power steering and you can definitely do without AC. As you can see here, this AC is out of service and clamped off. I also wanted to point out something that one of you in the comment section pointed out, is that the power steering pump here has a tensioner, which I somehow completely missed, causing me to abandon the job when the Gates belt I got was too big compared to the Continental belt to tension properly with just the AC tensioning. So hopefully with this tensioner in mind also, I'll be able to properly tension the new belts and get the job done properly. There we go. The AC compressor is loose and I can pull these belts right off. There we are. 2 off, 2 more to go. And I'll point out the amazing and clear view we have of the Canadian Rocky Mountains today as I work on this car out in its natural habitat. We're starting to get a little bit of glow from the sun going down, but I think we still have time. Always start by loosening the locking nut before trying to undo the tensioning screw, or else the tensioner bolt will break.
Too tight.
I also have to undo the bolt on the bottom of the alternator that will allow the alternator to pivot. And there's a small nut on the other side I need to hold. Now it appears this nut on the back is a bigger size than the one on the front, but it's in a pretty hard to reach spot. It must be a 13mm. Yep, that did the trick and it's loosening now. I still don't have these belts loosening quite yet. You know, I just made a pretty rookie mistake which could have broken the tensioner bolt that I've already loosened. Firstly, by not undoing that bottom belt, but then not noticing that there's a bolt, of course, a bolt head on the other side of this nut that I've been unscrewing. So, rookie mistake there. The alternator as loose as can be, and I'll be able to take these 2 belts off, but total rookie mistake by not loosening the back of the locking bolt. Could have broken the tensioner screw. But now we're good to go. These belts should come off without an issue. One-handed, no problem. There we go. Both belts off. So now all belts are removed from the car. There's not a single belt on the engine right now besides the timing belt. And now it's time to, fingers crossed, put the brand new ones on, and the engine should be running smooth and quiet now with no squeaks like before. Because I'll show you these belts, every single one as cracked as can be. The power steering belt's real bad, with a lot of badly cracked spots like that. So let's put them back on, starting with the alternator belts. First belt on, bam, just like that. 2 clean, fresh belts. Let's get a tension on and then get the last 2 belts on there all tightened up properly. From the previous video, you'll see the alternator bracket doesn't have as many tensioners and hardware as it should. And I said I was gonna do that when I put the proper belts on, but I obviously don't have any hardware stores near me right now. So I'm gonna replace that hardware a little while soon in the future. All right, let's get this tension back up, starting with this bolt on the very bottom. With that tightened up loosely, we'll use the tensioner to get it snug. Now those are feeling tensioned up tight and proper. Had our first visitor stop by, super nice guy. Obviously just wondering what's going on and making sure I'm not stranded. You know, everybody loves to see these old 240s. Even the guy at the parts store when I was buying this last belt mentioned how much he loves these cars. I think this is tension just right. You don't want them too tight or too loose. Now we're on to the last 2 belts and the belt that got me stumped prior, the power steering to AC. So I'll go ahead and pop those on before getting them all tensioned up. So as before, the AC to crank belt is tight while power steering belt is super loose. That's the issue I ran into before. The AC bracket Could not tighten the power steering belt anymore, but this is what I was missing, the power steering tensioner. So this should come in handy and do the trick in getting all the belts tightened properly. So thank you to the fellow who commented that, who had experienced the same issue briefly on his same car. Let's get that locking bolt loose. It's got a lot of gumminess on it. But thankfully, all of the bolts in this engine bay aren't really rusted at all.
But
Making sure all the bolts are loosened. So I don't really have this whole assembly moving on its own yet. So I can't really tighten it anymore. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm still playing around with how this bracket works and trying to get it loosened properly. It's starting to get windy and darker, so I definitely need to figure it out sooner than later. Okay, found my answer on this lock nut on the back of the tensioner. Probably should not have taken that long for me to figure that out, that's for sure. There we go, getting that belt tensioned up. It's definitely getting quite windy out here, but we're now starting to wrap it up. Just going about tightening up all the other bolts that I had loosened. And all of these bolts are just constantly have me switching between 12 and 13 millimeter wrenches and sockets. Definitely been getting a stretch to being so bent over this grill. Well, I've got that on there pretty dang good. So now as the sun sets on this beautiful night, I can start putting the Volvo back together. Easier than the last time. Tighten down that intake hose clamp here. Now let's put this fan shroud back in. And now with that in, we can bolt the cooling fan on, and we haven't lost any bolts so far, which is great, or any nuts or bolts. But I better not speak too soon. Ooh, that was close. Dropped one of these nuts for a second. There we go. Have the cooling fan nicely bolted up. Brand new belts all around, tightened up. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. We'll bolt up the fan shroud and then clean everything up. But as you can see, the sun is now setting. It's getting darker, windier, and colder. But the sunset on this frozen lake is beautiful. putting the final pieces to the puzzle. You know, it's been pretty nice working out here in nature, and it hasn't really gotten cold until just recently, and windy as of just recently. Right as we're wrapping up the job though and heading out of here, I'm really excited while anticipating how everything holds up, how these belts are, and I guess I'm highly expecting the engine to sound a lot smoother than all 4 cracked and noisy, or cracked and brittle belts would sound. There we go. So the final nut and bolt have been done up, and now I'm just going to clean up my tools quick. We'll start up the car, see how she's running, and drive out of here. It's a beautiful time to finish up as the sun is setting. I'm actually going to be keeping these handy just in case as a backup, because you never know, and it's nice to have a spare belt to throw on if you need something just to get you home. That's all tools packed up. Now I'm just going to check the oil because I haven't done it in a little while. And it's good to see that we're still basically at the full mark, maybe a little lower, which is good because I haven't added any oil so far since I bought the car, but I'm going to be doing an oil change right away. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's start her up. Wow. Fired up perfectly, as always, for the most part. And she really is running nice and smoothly, it sounds like. Had to pull over for a second to check out this amazing sunset.